Joe Scrupa. I'm editorial director of RIS News, and we're right in the middle of our conference hotel for the Retail TechCon 2015. And I have the pleasure of standing here today with Douglas Stevens, who is the founder of Retail Profit. And Douglas is going to be kicking off our conference tomorrow morning. So I want to get a little preview. Our conference theme is Inspired Retailing, Collaborate, Connect, and Innovate. And I am looking forward to hearing your thoughts on those.
Well, I hope you enjoy it. And frankly, I don't think you could have picked a better subject line for the talk. I think retail right now is certainly in a time of massive transition. I think everybody agrees on that. I think the old rules of retail are going out the window, and we're seeing that in the results of the incumbents in the industry. So it really is all about innovating, collaborating, connecting in ways that retailers are just now, I think, discovering, and certainly discovering at conferences like this.
You know, having talked to attendees in the past, I have found that they like to do two things at a conference that they take away from it. You know, one is to get a vision of where they can go, and then the other thing, of course, is now that we have the vision, how do we actually get there? So you're going to be focusing, I believe, on the vision part of things. Tell me some specific elements of that vision you're going to be talking about.
Sure. So, there's a binary debate going on right now in the industry, and it's been going on for a long time about where is the industry headed? Are e-commerce retailers going to disrupt and continue to disrupt brick and mortar retailers? Is there a place for brick and mortar in the future? And if so, what does that look like? So what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to open up that whole debate. And we're really going to look at both sides of the argument. There's no question that the trajectory of e-commerce is massive, and it is going to continue to have a pervasive effect in all aspects of retail. However, shopping is still very human, very social, and very tactile. So there's going to be a place for physical store environments, but they too are going to change massively over the next couple of decades. So we're going to open up that whole discussion. But to your point, it's not just about envisioning what could be. It's also about laying the groundwork today for the things you need to do to get to that future as a retailer.
You know, if there were a maturity ladder that could be visible here and we had a graphic to put up there, you would see many retailers that have actually begun this process of moving toward, omnichannel maturity. How long do you think that's going to take? I mean, I get the sense that, we're still no more than step 2, and who knows, maybe there's 3 or 4 steps to go.
Yeah, I always say if this were a baseball game, I think we'd be in the middle of the first inning right now. I really think that we've basically come to the end of an era in retailing, and I think we're opening up an entirely new era now, and it really is truly the early days of that new era. In terms of omnichannel, I think omnichannel is an interesting subject because I was just recently at the National Retail Federation conference, and I asked the question of an audience, how long have we been talking about omnichannel now? And everyone agreed it's been at least 5 or 6 years, and yet the number of people in the audience who actually felt that they'd had what they could characterize as a true omnichannel experience that was really great at a retailer was, I think, one person raised their hand, So we're not there yet. We're not even nearly there. And I think retailers are still, finding their way through the dark and trying to understand this new changing consumer behavior and what they need to do to meet those needs with this combination of technology and the physical store.
Well, we don't want you to tip off all of your points here in our preview, but thanks a lot for your time. I'm really looking to your presentation tomorrow.
My pleasure. Thank you.